Are we... Hey, what's up, Louie? How are you? Alright, what is going on here? Are we live on Twitch? Hi, Oscar. How are you doing? Just want to know if we're on Twitch? Yes, we are. Hi, Square Peg. How are you doing? Alright, let's see. Let's test Facebook. Let's test it out. Okay. Hey, how are you? Ah, ooh, no, shush. We don't want to hear your voice. Okay. Hey, Haz, how are you? Wipeout, German, Sovax, Bert. How are you guys? You doing good? That's awesome. That's awesome. Greetings for Colombia. Oh, awesome. Great. We've got Facebook on Restream somehow working. What? Okay, that works. Sure. Weird. I mean, good. It hasn't been working for the last few streams, but now it's working, so that's no complaints. Kyle pull through. Okay, so hello. One sec. I'm just playing Tetris again, like always. Da, 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 da. Hello, Flip. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, Rogue. Hey, Anthony. Greetings from Spain. Wow. Like, I love how everybody's here from, like, all over the place. And I stream at, like, such a weird time that everybody kind of, like, shows up from, like, across the world. Okay. Alright. Hey, Wolf. Alright, so, doing the thing that I normally do, which is tell you who the heck I am, in case you don't know who the heck I am. Which is fine, by the way. My name's Ashley, and I do character and creature concept sculpting on the Pixelogic channel, but also as a profession. Yeah, so basically what I do is I just kind of like take a sphere and I just mash it into random shapes and I come up with what you see on the screen. This isn't a one sitting, like, you know, all of these things in here I didn't do like all together in one stream or anything like that, but it's just like these are some of the things that we got done during these sessions on Pixelogic. So literally it's just have fun with it. It's all it is sandbox sculpting, basically, right? Like, it's concept sculpting. So it's not like, you know, your final model or anything like that. It's just fun sketching. That's all it is. If you have any questions, like, as I'm doing stuff, feel free to ask me. You know, other than that, I think I'm just gonna, like, go and start sculpting. It's probably gonna be a chill night, because I've been, like, awake for a very long time, so I'm kind of zonked, you know? MS2? MS2, what do you mean MS2? I'm sorry, everybody abbreviates everything, and I just don't know. What is MS2? Best Scottish accent? No, I can't help you with that one. I don't want to embarrass myself. Maple Story 2. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna help you with that. That's your own hole to dig out of. Hey, Barry. Okay. Yeah, I know. Boo. Boo to me. Alright. So, goodbye. Boom. It's all gone. So this is what we're going to start with. This is what we always start with. A wonderful sphere. And we'll just see where it takes us. Cue the Bob Ross. Oh, this is like a really bright light right now. Oof. There we go. Yeah, so also I wanted to let you know, if you do at any point want to sculpt along during the sessions, it's 4 hours long, so feel free to join me. Pixelogic has a 45-day free trial available for download. Like, you can literally use the same program that I'm using. It's great. It's great. So, if you want to do that, feel free. And, yeah, we're just gonna do stuff. We're just gonna do stuff. Don't know what, but we're gonna do stuff. So, usually during this stage, I just kind of like pull some random shapes. Sometimes it's crazier shapes than others. Sometimes I kind of like stay in the same, like in sort of like a safe realm. But all the time I like to use the polygonal stretching that happens. So you're gonna see that like a lot of my stuff, like there is a lot of stretching that happens, but it's okay. All of it's okay. Do not panic because I use it. I use all of it. I like it. It makes me happy. Hey, Thomas, how are you doing? It's been a while. If anybody, okay, if you don't know who TS would, okay, I'm gonna script. If you don't know who TS is in the chat, definitely go give him a follow. He's like a, I was about to swear. He's a really good, he's a really good jewelry artist on that uses ZBrush in order to create his jewelry, and every single thing that he does, I'm just like, it's great. It's really good. Go follow him. He's a fun watch too. He's fun to hang out. You're gonna stream this week? Nice. Yeah, I saw that you were building like a new PC or something, fixing your PC. Is that a Z-sphere? It is a Z-sphere. Yeah, definitely go and check him out. Absolutely check him out. Yeah, if you don't know who he is, like why? What do you? Don't sleep. Don't sleep on. And I shrink it down so that I can use the dynamic brush more. That's what I like to do. Not everybody likes to do that. I like to do that. My sculpt. Hey, Evan. And slobber, yes. The A key, yeah. There we go. That's exactly why I did it. Hi from India. Hi, Harish. And Yassine, how are you? How are you? I left that tea bag in that tea way too long. It is so bitter. This one will be actually pretty fun. I think I'm gonna really exaggerate that. I'm gonna have like almost like a hammerhead type thing. So just to reiterate, I usually don't know what these are going into them. I don't have any real like idea or concept. I just kind of start doing it and use the shapes that are coming out of things just to kind of like create something that maybe like I normally wouldn't have if I were to just sit down and start getting into it. So the fun thing that I really like about concepting in ZBrush this way is when you throw a bunch of shapes down, you're not like committed to them. And what I mean by that is like I can literally just keep pushing and pulling different shapes to make them like stand out, make them really, really exciting. When you're drawing, you'd have to keep erasing it, but because this is like, you know, it's digital clay, like you can literally just keep like mucking it around so you don't have to deal with that, and it feels nice. It's fun, it's fast. You just woke up from what? Oh, well, good morning then. I do Dynamesh, I just don't Dynamesh yet. That's the thing. I do Dynamesh, asterisk, just not yet. Hey, Joe. Okay, I'm gonna give this a thingamajiggy. And don't really know what I'm gonna do with this, but we'll see. Maybe. Also, my dog is gonna be very barky tonight. He is a scared boy today, so he's pretty reactive, and he's going to be barking quite a bit until he decides that he is tired enough and stressed out enough to stop. He's going through training to help chill him out, but please don't mind the barking in the background. He's just a scared boy. So, oh, another thing too. So I remember when I was in Shane's stream, he was talking about how like when you take the move brush, which also if you don't know Shane Olsen, go and follow him as well. Like I'm just gonna keep shouting out like any like Pixelogic streamer that like comes to the top of my head. Just go and follow the Pixelogic streamers. But Shane Olsen was in his stream was talking about if you take the move tool, like the move brush, and you turn it down to 1, that the entire piece of geometry, your whole subtool, like, you know, will move around, right? Like that's what it is. Well, based on like polygroup or whatever. But if you take the inflate brush and you turn it all the way up to 1000 and then you hit something, it will inflate your entire tool, right? So it'll apply the inflate to the entire thing. So if you're ever wondering like why that's happening, it's because that's actually like a feature. So if you don't want that to happen, just throw it down like a few pegs. Don't have it at 1000. Give him a butt. What you doing with that butt and that mustache? Ooh, yes. Yes. Ooh. Delicious. This is why I wanted to stream on Pixelogic, is this right here, so I could put this on their channel. This is forever gonna be in their YouTube now. I sculpted a monster butt. And it's freaking juicy. Okay, let's see. Greetings from Canada. Hello, fellow Canadian 8-bit. I do remember. Some mashed potato mat caps, the sculpting feels familiar. Oh my. What do I think about Sculpt Pro? Do you mean Sculptris Pro? I like it. I like it a lot. I use it for, you know, specific things. For like you saw, for example, like if I just need to add like a little bit of geo, especially in the earlier stages of my concepting, like I just kind of use it really quickly and then turn it off. Like I don't rely on it, especially since it's gonna. It just depends on the type of person you are, but like I like to use all this stretch geo. It's almost like my sketch lines in a sense, right? Like, so if you're sketching in a sketchbook and you're pretty messy, it's kind of the same thing as that, if you think about it. What's the difference between smooth and Sculpt Pro Smooth? Well, the smooth brush doesn't re-tessellate things. So if you're like if you're in Sculptris Pro and you use the smooth with Sculptris Pro, then it's re-tessellating things, so it's refiguring things out. So if you like if you were to smooth right now, here, hold on, I'm gonna save this really quick. One sec. Okay, so if you were to smooth this right now, like you can see the geometry stays the same, right? Like it just smooths out the geo. It just, you know, does exactly what smooth is, but the geometry doesn't change. Whereas if I had Sculptris Pro on and then I smooth, you can see it's actually tessellating it. So it's adding geometry as it needs to and taking it away as it needs to in order to smooth. It's completely changing the geometry. So that's the difference between the two smooths in those two different modes. It's cute when he barks. I mean, not when he's like really going at it and it's like howling and stuff that starts to happen and you can hear him whining and it's just stressful. Like I feel really bad because like it sounds like he's like freaking out and it's like really not, because he's scared. He gets really scared. But like, I don't know, you probably can't hear him growling too. Like he does this like growl, like he's so grumbly. We always call him like an old man in a corgi body because he's just like, he's so disgruntled all the time because everything bothers him. If you talk that way, you're called. See, that's the double standards. Double standards. Okay, let's start a movement allowing men to talk about booty on stream when they're sculpting it in that parameter. Will this be another alien? I don't know. I guess, yeah. You're relatively new to ZBrush, so you're wondering how do I know what brush size to use? Okay, so that just, you know, there isn't like a set brush size, you know, like I'm not going to tell you like, oh, start up your project, then open your, you know, use a brush size of 50, you know, because it's kind of arbitrary. Like ZBrush scaling is kind of arbitrary. It's not really about that. So just kind of like scale your brush to whatever you need at the time. You're going to get a lot faster at going into the menu. I'd recommend keeping on the right click just so that you can easily access this menu. And then you can just kind of like mess around with the draw size as much as you want, and you're gonna get fast at doing this. But until then, yeah, like I can't really like give you like this is what kind of brush size you need to use. You have this stream in the background. Yes, because we got that booty talk in here. Is it unicorns? But is, oh, it could be a unicorn actually. Hey Bacon. Hey Cash. Got a big rump, I know. Hey Alejandro! Way more geometry, more detail, whereas regular smooth it just stays the same. Yeah, yep, exactly. How do you fix the stretch areas? We'll get there. We'll get there, don't worry. I usually use Dynamesh though, and then I sculpt on top of it. Am I actually sculpting a butt? I don't know, does that look like a butt to you? Do we need to zoom in? Does this look like a booty to you? Is that a booty to you? Hey Cirrus! Straight up like butt on Pixologic stream. What's up? What's up? When am I gonna get banned? You're studying in 3D and wondering what is your day-to-day routine when you need to get stuff done? Or do you go with the flow and don't really have a routine for that? So, okay, so I have like a yes and a no answer for that, Mathieu. Basically, like, recently I've started doing a thing with my boyfriend where we're waking up at 5:30 a.m. I know, crazy, and going to the gym. We'll see how long that lasts, but it has gotten me more productive in the day. So I would say in terms of that, like, yes, like a routine so far is helping me a lot, but what I normally do is kind of go with the flow, and I just kind of like, if I really need to get something done, like I have a list of priorities of things, but it's not like in a routine of any kind, especially with freelance work because it's so random. But I'm trying to kind of like organize that a little bit more so that the stress is kept lower, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit more predictable, but that's how I always used to operate, if that makes any sense. Created a corgi butt pillow? Yeah, I don't doubt it. Do I enjoy baking high poly to low poly in ZBrush or some other programs? So I have done it in ZBrush. It's all right. Some bakes that like come out really, really clean, which is great. Sometimes I like to use other programs, as you said. I use Substance for some of the things. Sorry, I'm just like catching up with chat right now. Oh my god. Not a booty is messed up pumpkin. Yeah, I use, yeah, tablet for sure. What is wrong with me? I don't know. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? That deep talk while having booty looking at you. All right. Well, kind of want to hold on. I'm going to do something a little bit controversial. Let's see. But yeah, like the waking up at 5:30 a.m. thing, like it's not necessary, and it's just something I'm trying out to see if it works for me. And so far, like I need to I think the big thing is like I need to get over the getting tired thing. Yeah, no, I know 5 is like crazy, but it's making me feel good. Just tired by this time, right? But like napping in the middle of the, I don't know. It's nice because nobody's awake at that time. Nobody's doing anything, and you get to so much more done before everyone else is doing things. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. It's really, really hard. But like, if you have like 2 people, right? Like, so I've got my boyfriend, and so then we just kind of like are trying to push each other. But again, who knows? It might not wait that long. It might not actually like work. So we'll see. We'll see how long it lasts. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself by telling you guys. I've only been doing it for a couple of days now, so we'll see. Let's put on, I wanted to put on here, because I'm gonna have some fun with this, why not? I'll tell you guys exactly what this is afterwards, after I'm done doing it. Ooh. I'm sure like anybody looking at this is just like, yo, wait, no, stop, what are you doing? Exactly how it should be. Just wait, hold on. If anybody's in my Discord, they'll know exactly what I'm doing right now. Yeah. There we go. Alright, we're gonna work on the rest of it. It'll just be a little surprise. It'll be our little secret, and then anybody who joins the stream and is like, you know, super invested, we'll just like flash them occasionally, okay? Yeah, we'll just flash them occasionally. You stay up to 5 so you don't have to get up at 5? I mean, like, I think, so the thing is, like, I was like, but now I have a dog, and it just doesn't work schedule-wise for me, like, so I don't know, it's just better this way. I hope. I don't know if it's gonna work. But I am definitely more of a night person, so this is like a shock to my system. Hey, George. It's a family show. Sculpting and that booty. Yeah, exactly. We're fine. No. Okay, you know what it? You know what it is? It's from. It's a yokai story. Shoot, what's it called? Hold on, let me get it for you for a second. Hold on. Hold on. Because I was looking at the ArtStation challenge and I was like, hold on, wait. I kind of want to. I kind of want to join this, and I want to sculpt. Hold on, wait. I gotta find it. What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? There it is. Yeah, it's called a shirime. Shirime. Okay, so you don't know, like, okay, I'm gonna put it. You can look it up if you want, if you guys are curious. It's on the screen. I just put it. It's under broadcaster in the chat box right there. That's the link if you want, if you're interested in seeing what I was talking about. It's literally like, it literally like walks around in a kimono. It's like it's a man, right? And it walks around, and then it just like it finds somebody, and then it just like rips its kimono off, spreads its butt cheeks, and there's an eyeball staring at these people, and then it just runs away. I think that's an actual thing. That's a story. That's like a literal thing. It's called a shirime. And I wanted so badly for the ArtStation challenge to do it, and then I'm like, I don't know. So I'm getting like a little bit of a fix, you know? Also, hi everybody new. Behold. Buthold. Buthold with your butt eyes. Okay. Creature time. If you have any questions as to what I'm doing or how I'm doing things, feel free to ask me. I am here to answer things. Sagu. No risk, no reward. I know. I should do it. I should do it and ruin my name. Hey, Retzel. See, that's exactly why I put it there. It's just to flash the new viewers. It's to get them seasoned, you know? Just get them interested in what's going on. I'm just gonna be working and it's gonna occasionally like pop up like that. People are gonna come into the stream. They're gonna be like, wait, hold on, what did I just see? Hold on, what did I just see? Wait, what was that? Hold on, can you just wait, what are you doing? Why are the arms stretched? Oh, because it's part of like how I like to sketch things in ZBrush. So this stuff, when I Dynamesh it, it will turn into, like, the artifacts will actually turn into some neat looking geometry, and I'm going to use that to my advantage to create something interesting. Hopefully, maybe it'll fail. We never really know. We never really know what's gonna happen up in here, but we try. We just do our best. We just do our best. All right. The butthole is to fend off charging creatures. It just stares them down so things can't attack them from the backside. This is creature design 101, guys. You have to think about these kinds of things. If this is a prey alien, how does it survive? Well, it's because it has it has an eye in its butthole. That's how. Do I know what a kappa is? Do you mean the emote, or do you mean the creature? See, I told you guys. See, there's people in the chat being like, wait, hold on, was that an I? Why is that there? Oh, jeez. The kappa emote is a creature. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. Wow. I'm actually 5 years old. The joke will be so much better. I know. That's why it's like, it's so hard. It's so hard to like keep a straight face every time I turn. It's gonna happen, Benjamin. It's a place to plug in the headset. There we go. There we go. This chat is gonna be amazing. Okay, sorry. It's not funny anymore. Okay. Shh, guys, for everybody who comes in, shh, don't say anything. Straight face time. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna dynamesh this guy. That's good. And I guess I'll get that one. So as you can see, like when I dynamesh things, it takes the like all of the artifacts and it turns them into geometry that looks like the artifacts. So like more geometry, I mean, that looks like the artifacts. So it ends up being, you know, you can use it as like a design thing. You can use it to help you kind of like create skin folds and just general designs. The team colors for their Pro Overwatch team. Oh shoot, Toronto has one? Dang. Didn't realize that. Nope, 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 nope. I understand. Oh, here comes the eye puns. How long do I take for each piece I work on? Is it the same length or does it vary? It varies depending on how complicated each character or creature is. Math. But anything that I do on these channels, it's always like a max of 4 hours, and then it's gone forever, and I don't care about it ever again. Make it dab. So a lot of the time when I'm doing this too, you'll see me like erase things and then just like sculpt right over top of it. It's because like I don't like a lot of the ideas that I end up coming out with, and that's okay. Like it's part of the process. I think it's actually good to not hold on to your ideas, like something that you were sculpting too closely. Because then you can always just delete it if you don't like it. Just delete it if you don't like it. Color. I don't know. I'm not really thinking about color right now. That's for sure. It's definitely not what I'm thinking about right now. Because I don't even really know what the creature is yet. Actually, I can do this. Alright, let's turn that guy down. So that was Sculptris Pro that I just used, so that I could pull that out in a straight. It's almost like I got traumatized. Yeah, I know, I just did like a 180. Now I'm like in focus mode. I'm like not even really talking or anything. Just like, oh, okay, time to work. So I want to make this like super, super, super skinny. Super freaking weird. Make it dad. Has a tiny head but well-developed neck. You know why? It's because it stabs its prey and it throws it around on its horns, so it needs a well-developed neck. You can make up anything. The eye size. Oh my god, this is gonna be so epic. I'm so excited for the rest of this stream. But yeah, like guys, like I'm kind of like zoning, so like if you do have any questions, just like put it in the chat and I'll like try and get to them. I'm just like a little on the tired side today, so if you do have questions, please let me know. Hey Vivian, how are you? You can't keep a straight face? That's okay. Who needs a straight face? If you have a straight face, then you're just gonna look like me while I'm sculpting. It's not very fun. Like I look like I'm taking like a dump or something. Like I'm like. How is the A cubed? Cubed and A. Cubed and A. Definitely keep an eye on my streams. That's correct. That is correcto. 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 Alright, I think I can like split some things off here in order to make this a little bit better, easier to manage. Split that one, it's good. And this one seems fine. What would be my dream job? I mean, if I could like just get going on my own Twitch channel a little bit more than I have been, aka not at all, and just kind of like my dream job would be just to do my own art on Twitch and somehow, some way make that enough, just have it be enough that I could just support myself. That's my dream job. Because I just like making stuff. I like making art. And so if I can just make random art that I am interested in all day, that would be freaking fantastic. And I also really enjoy talking to people. So I feel like that would probably be my dream job. But I don't really like have like, you know, like I really enjoy like the freelance stuff that I've been doing as well. Like that stuff has been really, really fun. But I think all in all, definitely be probably streaming art. If that could somehow support me. Don't know how it could. But if it could, that'd be it. Dun, 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 Saw one walk past and it shot me. Thought I was going to spawn them on a rock or something. You watch? Oh, rams. Yeah, no. They're like, rams are actually terrifying in real life. Strangely, this is the first time you've actually seen. Yeah, they're like yeah. It's surprising when you see an animal that like, oh, it's like, you know, in like when you're like 3 years old, you're like reading like toddler books or something, and it's just like, oh, this is a animal on the farm, and you're like, oh, it's so cute, and like, what does that sound like? What does the cow make? You know, what sound does the cow make? And all that. It's like all cute and everything, and then you grow up and you actually see them in real life, and then it's just like, this thing has giant bits. It's a lot of bits. The bits make up a lot of it. The bits are like my head. It's not cute anymore. Do you make designs for games? I have not worked for games yet, but if it ever happens, I'd be loving and willing to do it. I just have never ever done it. Contract work where you're already working on that contract, but you would seek out other job contracts because your current one wasn't paying you enough. Asking for a friend. Okay, so it really depends on the contract. Like, if in your contract it says that, like, if there's like a non-compete, basically, if it says like you cannot be like, if you can't, like, okay, so basically, like, if it says that you can't do anything while working on that contract, then that's in your contract, right? So you have to be smart about things, you know, like if you're working on something that is very, like, you know, let's just take Barbie, okay? Like, let's say you're working on Barbie and then you get another contract that's just, and it has like a non-compete in it, for example. And then all of a sudden, like, you know, another toy company comes to you and it's like very like maybe Bratz dolls or something, right? And then they come to you and they're like, hey, can you do this? Then it's like, you know, like there's it's a little bit iffy, right? So if the company had like would find out that you were doing that, you could be liable for things. It's kind of like, it's a little bit of a gray area because it really does depend on your contract. I'm no legal expert. I just try and be smart about it, right? So like if you are working on something very specific and then something comes along that's very similar to that, obviously don't use the same assets from one that you're going to be working on the other. Like, even if you had to like create, you know, like, so like you're working on Barbie and you have to make a Bratz doll, don't use the Barbie to make the Bratz doll, right? Like that's sort of like the thing, because you don't want to be in that non-compete zone. And especially if it's in your contract, then you like really don't want to be in that non-compete zone, right? So that's basically it. I It eats fairies for diet for its diet. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Vim. Yeah, no, I used to suck at it a lot too. I think the big thing is just practice. And some days still, like, I suck at it a lot. Like, there are days, like, even just today, like, I'm pretty, like, bleh. Because I've been up for a while. But, yeah, you just gotta practice. Practice, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Alright, I was gonna dynamesh this. Boom. Right. There we go. See? That's what I meant by the, yeah, I'm actually gonna keep that. That's what I mean by the, artifacts turning into usable geo. Because then it actually can kind of look cool and kind of, like, help. Can help with, creating skin folds and things of that nature. You're making art for games? Nice, Pepe. Nice. I stretch those polygons. Hey, Larry. How are you doing? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, Mav. Like, I feel like it's just sort of like a loose, it's a loose thing. Like, in your contracts, if they do have a non-compete, it's more or less like you just have to be smart about it. Like I said, like, you shouldn't be using the same assets that you're using for another contract, right? So if one person was contracting you to create a barrel, don't use the same barrel for the other thing, right? Like, change things and stuff, like, so it's not like the same asset. It's just about that sort of a, yeah, it's just sort of like a thing like that. And like Tomas said, like, if there's money involved, like, let's say they do find out that it's like shared assets, like, oh, they're like extremely similar, why are they extremely similar, and then like people are noticing it or something like that, then they can get really upset about that for obvious reasons. So it's just be smart about it. Don't use the exact same asset every single time. That's like that's basically what I would say. Like, you can use the same base mesh, like if it's your base mesh that you use and you just use that to like create your characters and stuff, then like whatever, they don't own your base meshes. But I wouldn't use like the same assets, if that makes sense. Like, if you're like a concept artist, for example, like if I were to concept this guy, for, you know, a client, and this was the concept, and then somebody came to me and asked for something like extremely similar to what the other person was, like, you know, asking for, and I had already concepted this, I wouldn't give them this as well, right? Like, that's where you, yeah. I'm really bad at explaining these kinds of things. I'm just saying, like, don't use the same assets. How often does ZBrush crash for you? Not often at all, actually. It's pretty stable. I hear, like, you know, some people are complaining, but, like, I just don't... I have never had stability issues. Hey, Rye, how are you doing? Hey, Little. Not really sure what it is. We're just doing some stuff, figuring it out as we go. Exactly, Steamy. That's sort of what I'm trying to reiterate, though. Like, you know, I have had a few contracts that have non-competes in them, and I think, like, in general, like, just the general rule is, like, you know, you don't share assets between projects. Like, of course, I'm not talking about, like, your base mesh that you have as, like, you know, a character artist or whatever. I'm just talking about, like, if you were to create, like I just mentioned, like, oh, this was the concept for the one, you know, for the one client, then that is, as Steamy said, that was the first client's asset. Like, they own that. That is their property because they paid for it. You can't, like, you know, if another contract comes up and it's, like, very similar, you can't give them the same thing, or even something that's, like, super similar, you only changed a few things. Like, you have to, like, give them something new. Like, that's basically it. Because they're paying you to create something original. That's why you're getting a contract in the first place. But that's really, like, that's what you just have to be smart about. Like, that's just go get your contracts. I mean, like, it's not unheard of for freelance artists to be working on multiple contracts at the same time. Like, I work on multiple contracts at the same time. It's just be smart about it and don't be a jerk. Oh yeah, that's actually true as well. Tomas brought up a good point. If you are using your own base meshes, depending on the client, they can be kind of, like, iffy about things. So it's, like, it's good to, like, mention beforehand, hey, I'm going to be using my base meshes, and then have that listed in, like, just to, like, protect you in case anything happens. Though, like, usually doesn't, it just, like, that would be, like, a really anal client, I feel like, if you have problems with something like that. Hey, Rye. I already said like, hi. I've already said Rye to you. Do I work from home or in studio? I work from home currently. I used to work in studio, but I'm in the home life right now. Home life. I work in this room right here. Use the latest ZBrush. It would be hard for me to retopologize a 4 million poly ZBrush model, then export it to another package for rigging. I don't think it should be that. It shouldn't be that hard for you. And also, like, ZBrush upgrades are free. You should upgrade. Like, just upgrade and try it out. Like, it's free. Alright. Ooh, actually, that's kind of sick. Kind of digging that. Working from home has some major pitfalls with mental health. Make sure you stay social. Too late. Or when you end on rough terms with, they can come after your assets if they're trying to be nasty. No, yeah. So that's like, yeah. So you might start off. This is another thing. Like I haven't had like too many like bumpy parts of my freelance career so far, but I've only been doing this for about a year now. Like freelance, I mean, I've only been doing it for a year. But if you do run into a client who just like maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe something like happened between the two of you somehow, like maybe there was a miscommunication, or sometimes people are just jerks. It depends on, like, again, are you working for like studios, are you working for individuals? Like things can happen. And if you don't specify in your contracts like beforehand like what you're gonna do, and like you read through it and you know exactly what's expected of you, and you both come to like, you know, like it's written down on paper, like if that client decides like afterwards that like you sucked or whatever, that they can do whatever they want if it's not written down on paper, right? So it's that, like Tomas said earlier, it's good to like pave that out. Yeah, because I've heard of lots of horror stories. You had it happen and got a lawyer and wound up owning all of the parts. They had to buy it from you. Oh my gosh. Well, that worked. Them thighs is so thick. I know. We gotta fix this. We gotta work on the overall like shape right now. I'm actually feeling like maybe. Alright, sorry I'm like quiet. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm like sitting here, I'm like, I really gotta pee. It's only 9. Damn it. Still got like 3 hours to go. Oh, hey, Pablander. Guys, if you guys don't know who Pablander is, he is the owner and creator of ZBrush, guys. This dude is freaking awesome, and you should definitely go and check out his website. Absolutely 100%. Also, Pablo, I use some of your brushes as well, and I'm an OG. I've been watching your stuff for a long time. Being all creepy like I know you. Do you use the project primitive feature? Bork. Bork. No. No, I don't actually use that very often. But Pablo does! You should go check him out. Go check him out. ZBrushGuides.com. Go check him out. Alright, what can we do here? I am thinking that this neck. Oh, I did it again. Okay, here we go. So this guy. So this is like the great thing about working this way is like it really like what you do does not matter. Like you can like muck it around and mess it up as much as you want. Like it just does not. It doesn't matter at all. Alright, let's see. Maybe... Do we want this bigger? This bigger? Nah. Let's keep it that size. Just mess around with this. Work! Work! So this is sort of like what I was talking about earlier. Like you can just like mess around with the shapes so easily, and I just really, really love that. Really loves. All I can think about is how bad I need to pee right now. I should probably go and pee. Hey Ghost! What do I like to render in? I actually use Keyshot for my concept stuff. If it's like really quick stuff, then I just do like a ZBrush render. Depends on what kind of like quality the client is looking for. If it's my own stuff, absolutely all the time Keyshot. I think if anything, maybe I should just like rotate this guy up a bit. So that we can at least like see the eyes. Maybe just a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. And pull these guys up. Get those flapperinos in there. I'm making you uncomfortable because I said that, and now all you can think about is how bad I need to pee. Yeah, I need to go pee. I really gotta pee. I'll be back in like just a couple of minutes after I finish this. Oh my god, fix this. Gotta fix this. Gotta fix this. Okay, I gotta, yeah, I really gotta pee. Okay. I'm just gonna go pee. Here. There we go. Just enjoy that. Okay, I'll be back in just, like a minute, too. Alright, here. Finally. Oh my goodness. It's like, it's been an eternity. It's been an eternity. Such an eternity. Alright. Okay. Alrighty. Let's keep going. I'll turn the music up a little bit. Ooh, too loud. Ooh. There we go. Work. Work. Where's the puppy? He's out, in the living room right now. He's in the living room. Forever! I know, I was gone forever. Hey, he's always in the background working. Hey Brian, how are you doing? What tablet am I using? I'm using Wacom Intuos Pro Medium. Hey Ham, how are you? How you doing? Stagley from the Muppets? Oh, shoot. Oh, no. It's always something. It's always something. Oh, well. Go ahead and call him Stagley, I guess. Make it some sad eyes. Oh, so sad. So sad and old. Living is hard. That's his face. This is the living is hard face. Living is so hard. Please save me from this existence. Living is pain. Existing is suffering. Hey Haz, how are you? In Drust you trust, yes. An eye butt. An eye butt. Is that like a Ram reference? Oh, Borky boy. Oh, Borky boy. So disgruntled. An Apple reference, okay, fair. Fair enough. Hey Tio! You can't paint, you only got one ear. He said, I can't hear you. Ooh! Burn! See ya, Pepe! Alright, we're gonna pull out like random horror stops. So where's the IMM stuff? We're just gonna have lots of fun with this. This is gonna be like really stupid. Really stupid and creepy. Alright. IMM hand. We're gonna make this like really gross. Yeah. Because nothing says creepy than tiny little hands the end of feet. The end of where feet are supposed to be. Don't worry, I'm gonna be fixing these. I'm just getting a general. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Da 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 da. It's the magic of IMM hands. Wait, actually, can I? No, they don't. Sad but wise, yeah. I mean, isn't it true that the most intelligent people are sad? According to all of those weird, like, non-legitimate science things that pop up in your Facebook feed. And all your friends claim that, see, I knew I was smart. It's because I'm sad. No one understands me. There we go. Now it's got little hands. My dream job is to just sit around doing this all day. Am I going to CTNX? No. No. No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to TwitchCon. I'm not going to the... I didn't go to the ZBrush Summit. I'm not doing anything. Can't do anything. I'm poor. Can't leave. Broke. Not poor. I'm just living. I just can't like travel like that. You know what? Maybe we can like... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me like save this. Maybe we can kitbash something from an old sculpt. Which one? Hold on, I gotta look in my folder of sculpts. How's my Inktovers going? I'm on day 10. Let's see. Wait, did I show you guys? Like, that's day 1. That's day 2. Day 3. This is hard. Day 4. Wait. Oh my god. It's like blown out. Day 5. The chicken. Day 6. Drooly boy. 7. A person with a dog plushie. My dog's plushie. 8. 9. Self-portrait, me with my dog. I mean, I guess you can't really like see these things. They're all on my Instagram if you're curious. Can't really see them in here. This is the one that I posted today, which is 9, I think, or is it 10? I don't know. I don't know which one this one is. And then this is the one that you can't really. Can I go full screen? I don't even know. The heck. This might like completely screw up, by the way. Whoa! Ah! No! Do you guys see this? This is bad. Cancel. No, kill it. Die. Yes. I'm not gonna try and do that right now. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing... Wait, I can't... Did I show you this one? I don't even know. Wait. Here. Wait. There. Wait. Blocking the light. There. Yeah, that's the one that I'm doing now. Okay, anyways, whatever. If you're interested in, like, seeing my drawings, they're on my Instagram. Do I use inks or markers as well? I use, like... Yeah, I use, Copic multi-liners and, like, just, like, off-brand, like, Desserts, like crappy like no-name markers and stuff, or no-name pens. I also use like really cheap markers I found online. These things, they're called like Touch New. You get 30 gray ones, and they look just like you know, like your standard. Oh my god, this is bright. Chill light. Yeah, so they just look like this, and yeah, it works totally fine. I mean, like, the blending isn't great, but if you do graphic stuff like me, then it doesn't matter. Like, it works perfectly fine. And all of that was like $30. So compared to like buying Copic markers, which is like $4 a marker, like I'm sold on the $30 for 30 marker thing. All the porn tabs. Yeah, totally. I had, what did I had? I had my YouTube tab, I had Discord, I had Facebook for chat, and then I had, what is this? ZBrushLIVE, Slack. Oh boy. So many scary tabs. So scandalous. Sold those at Comic-Con? I don't think anybody would honestly buy them, to, like, truthfully. Like, I appreciate the thought, but I think I need to be better. Okay, I was gonna do a Kitbashing thing, but I need to find out which one of these has... You're gonna hear lots of clicking, because I'm, like, going through... figuring out... Does this guy have good hands? No. Seeing if I can, like, find... I should really label all of my past sculpts, so that I can get, like, good-looking Kitbashing things. Oh, I guess. Okay, 56. I'll open up 56. 56 we can use again. Why not? Boom. Alright. We'll use these ones. Alright, let's get him in there. There we go. Oh my god, I actually love it. Okay. Alright. I just need to get them in there. Wait. I kind of want them to be, like, right there, though. Like, that's good. Alright. Kitbashing like it's nothing. Whatever. Just use my past sculpts. Make them anew. Once again. Ew. What in the world? I don't... hey Flaming, how are you doing? Well, I'm gonna kill this. There we go. Abnormal termination! Somebody was talking about how many times has ZBrush crashed on you. None! Until somebody asked how many times it's crashing on me. Nice. At least we got some quick saves. Okay, 1 second. Let me get this back up. Let me go. Ding. I decided to go with the cheap ones that replace them with Copic or Touch when colors you use the most. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I can't, like, I can't afford Copics. The Touch new ones are insanely good for the price point. No, I think it's in the quick save tab. Hold on. Yes! Okay, oh shoot, it's not even on. There we go. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna save this. Ah, God. It's because somebody asked me about it, that's why. Shut up, Link. I do strange things, I agree. Oh, God. How are you doing, Cyber? You have a question? Go for it. Ask me the questions. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with that. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Ba, ba. Oh, I forgot to mention too, I'm not going to be streaming on the Pixelogic channel on Halloween, which is next week. So, I might, nothing confirmed. I am the queen of saying things and then when it comes to streaming, the queen of saying, hey, this is gonna happen, and then it doesn't. So I'm gonna try to maybe have a stream on my channel, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I won't be streaming on the Pixelogic channel on Halloween. You look so sad. Like, please, help me. Again, like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, buddy. Does he fly? He flies. Yes, he flies through your dreams to protect you from all things good. You went to apply for a job today, your computer burned in the oil fields, you have all your drawing you made in Autodesk 360 Fusion and AutoCAD. Oh, cool. Nice. Well, I hope that you get your job. That would be pretty cool. Hey, thanks, Rogue Bear. No wings, too heavy to fly. Yo, you know what? No, okay? He flies. He flies. He can fly. He flies. He flies. He flies whether we like it or not. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do? Alright, let's work with this. People were obsessed with the ZBrush sculpture, wondering how you did that. That's where you need to be. You need to be spreading the good word. Just like the Blender heads spread the good word of Blender, you need to be a ZBrush evangelicus. Drink the Kool-Aid. Spread the ZBrush and be a evangelogist. Language is hard! I don't do language. I don't talk. Can't talk. All I do is make weird things. That's all I do. That's all I'm good for. Don't make fun of me. I'm being annoying. Avagalogist. Avagalogist. Evangelist. Evansgelist. ZBrush. ZBrush. GBrush. QBrush is a good site for tutorials, actually. CubeBrush. NewBrush. Just saying random stuff now. In Drust we trust. It's true! That is the saying! Be a believer, make them all believers. A cubed brush. It's basically what's happening right here. We should just have a petition to rename the snakehook brush ZBrush. Can we do that? Are you guys on board? JK. J sort of K. Just a little bit of a J and a K. Just a bit of it. Only a little bit, though.
Ew, so creepy and
It's mine now. It's mine. My program. Sorry, everybody who programmed this. It's mine now. It's my ZBrush. It's a brush. It's mine. Can't take it from me now. I already claimed it. Too bad you didn't claim it. Haha, it's my brush. My program. Because we're 5 over here, and that's how it works. So you call dibs, and then it's yours. So I call dibs on this program. It's mine. It's mine now. It's almost like he's wearing like sweater sleeves. His arms are like sweater sleeves. The pixelologist. Or would it be pixelologist? Pixelologist. Oh my goodness. You use Snakehook instead of Moonbrush? Yeah, I do. It's just a lot faster for me. I'm very impatient, and I just really like how quick Snakehook moves everything. I removed brush, you just do it just because of Sculptris mode, but you think I did it before Sculptris mode? Yeah, I'm a Snakehook hipster. I've always used, like, ever since I opened ZBrush, that was like my first brush that I ever started using, and it's just stuck with me since. We will all be disciples for ZBrush. It's true. We need I'm pretty sure ZBrush already has a church. Witch nails? Yeah, I'm gonna give him like gross nails. I just need to actually, man, my face, I'm realizing my face is so shiny today. I hate it. Ugh, gross. You mask off part of the model, hiding the rest to save memory. Yes, you can. I don't need to do that though. Why would I need to do that? Not here, nor there. Have I done much hard surface stuff? I have done hard surface stuff. It's not my favorite thing to do, and I don't do it on this stream. Joseph Dross' backyard. Yes, that is the sacred place. True say. True say. Oh my god, Link. Yeah, you're a hard surface modeling kind of guy? That's cool. That's dope. It's dope. There's actually a few people on the ZBrushLIVE roster that do hard surface stuff. Actually, if Michael Pavlovich streams still, I think he does. I think he did a stream recently. He does some hard surface stuff, and he's like really fast too, so check that out. And also, if you're like new here and you don't know, this is not my channel, this is the Pixelogic channel, so I don't own this channel. I'm just a volunteer here. I stream here every Wednesday, except next week. And everybody, there's like a whole bunch of other really good artists that stream here, so if you're interested in catching like a bunch of ZBrush streams, you can follow this channel because you're going to get a lot of other streamers, a lot of other artists. Hey Ken, how are you doing? All your organic stuff is ZBrush centric? Yeah, I feel you on that one. Yeah, I'm just having fun. Just here for funsies. Just here for the fun, just the, you know. Gossy. What setup do I use to make good streams? You know about OBS, but what else? I use OBS. I don't know. I use OBS. So. Hi Ethan, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna get this guy. Alright, I'm gonna save this really quick. OBS? It's not that, no, it's not that complicated. I think there's guides online too on how to set it up. Actually, instead of dynameshing it, because I was just gonna do that, we can just go in here and divide. Alright. Smooth that out manually. There we go. These are not gonna be good hands, but that's okay. I don't even care, because we have a whole concept to do. These are just gonna be good enough from the distance. I'm gonna be using these hands in another part of the sculpt as well, so that's why I'm even bothering with this right now. Usually I would just leave it as like pretty like sketchy, but if I'm using it for multiple parts, then I kind of want to like flesh it out a little bit. Heh, flesh it out, heh. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Hey Mord, how are you? First, like, not though. Jeez. 8 a.m. Nice. Well, good morning to you. It is 10 p.m. here. One other program used to be a popular option for streamers, but at this point, I think everyone uses OBS or Streamlabs. Oh, okay, I didn't even know Streamlabs was a thing for that now. You burnt your lip on a Hot Pocket. Well, geez. Put ice on it, I guess. How do you get the proportions of the mesh where there is separation not to merge when Dynameshing. So that's the thing, like, you can't, like, I would just say, like, do your best to, like, raise the resolution, or raise, just raise the resolution of the Dynamesh, and if that doesn't work, that means that things are too close. Like, if I were to Dynamesh this right now, all of this would merge together. That's how Dynamesh works. So what I did in order to not have that happen is in, the geometry tab, if you take off smooth while you divide things, it will maintain the same shape that you had just done, right? Like, so if I had it looking like this and I kept smooth off, then every time I stepped up, it would maintain that, but like this is smoothing because I've already gone up to step 4. But it kind of like maintains that so you can smooth it out later. So that's usually what I do if I'm just doing something gestural like this. Would you ever consider going back to work in a studio for a cool enough place like Rockstar or Blizzard? Yeah, like, I mean, if it was a really cool project, then absolutely, I would definitely consider going back to a studio. For sure. Yeah. Hey, Meow. How are you? Hi, Cam. You burnt your lips with hot cocoa and people thought you had rabies. Oof. Oof. Yo, let me play this music. Yo, but like, this is, what do you mean? Like, this is the only music that I can play. Great for a massage, ew. Alright, let's see, 11 p.m. on the East Coast. Oh, you must be a little bit further off than I am. All right. Let's do get one of these and delete lower and boom. 8 p.m. here? Oh, nice. Nice. Ooh. That's a good time. That is a good time. I'm a little bit more quiet today also because I'm pretty tired. Hope you guys don't mind. But I'm still here to answer questions if you have them. The rump shut. Well, thank you, Dominator. Or Dementor, sorry. Oh my god, Dominator, Dementor. Woo. Can't be tired with witch nails! Oh my god. No, it's not a very natural thing at all, Candy. You're correct. I mean, if this existed in real life, we'd be in trouble. I hope it doesn't ever exist in real life, to be honest with you. Hanjin. Maybe it's nice. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I don't really want to find out though. I'm good with judging the book by a cover, as a survival instinct. This one, okay. Let's split by parts. Alright, we'll do this individually. Ah! What? What? Where is it? Where'd it go? So confused. Why can't I? What the heck? Where's my gizmo? No. Alright, I'll just do it on this one then. Where? Oh my gosh, where's my gizmo? Why is this happening? Come down here. There we go. And duplicate. I'll put that over here. Just have it do its thing. Crisscross. There we go. There we go. There she is. Oh, that beautiful manicure. Yes, it's got beautiful hands. Oh, such beautiful hands. When duplicating objects, is there a hotkey? Yeah, so if you want to figure out if there's like a hotkey for anything, you can literally just hover over things. And it'll show you the hotkey. You can see me hovering over it, right? If there's a hotkey for it, it'll pop up. So this one is Control-Shift-D. So if you want to duplicate any kind of a subtool, you can do Control-Shift-D and then that'll duplicate the current subtool. Yeah, just hover over top of things and you'll see that there are certain buttons that do have hotkeys already assigned to them. Your time management skills. Oh, how are you doing, Spud? How are you? Oh my god. Do I save somewhere all the thumbs of streamed projects? On my Instagram, I usually post like a turnaround of what I did on stream. Like, so my Instagram is basically like riddled with trash. Like so much trash. I just dump everything that I'm like doing on my Instagram. So if you're interested in just seeing like a bunch of trash, like whatever it is that I'm doing at the time, I'm just like, so you can follow my Instagram. I guess I'm not even like showing you guys like what my Instagram is or anything. Hold on, let me like, one sec. Here, let me get my Instagram up for you guys. All that stuff. Here you go. There you go. You've used ZBrush for only a couple of hours? Yeah, well, I mean, it's gonna take more than just a couple of hours to get used to it, so don't worry. Does anybody do anything different on Instagram? No, it's just a bunch of trash. You're doing fantastically amazing. I'm pretty tired, personally. I've been up, like, for a while now. Pretty tired. but oh god, it's only 10. I'm pretty tired. What's Instagram? I don't really know, to be honest. Seems like it's just a place for advertisements. Advertisements for like scammy things, you know? ZBrush 2.0 and then upgraded to 3.1 and then later on 4R1. Yeah, there's like a crap ton of stuff that they have added since those iterations, and if you still have like 4R1, I actually don't know. Yeah, I don't actually, okay, I'm pretty sure that you can upgrade for free since like the beginning of time though, so. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for telling me I look tired. I always love it when people do that. Makes me feel good, you know? Makes me feel good. Thank you. I'm glad I look the part. Yes. What? I don't know what you're talking about actually. No, wait, hold on. What rump? What are you bringing? What are you bringing attention to? Oh, thanks, Mord. Thanks for dropping all that info. Is that a silk hoodie? No, it's just got like, it's got like shiny panels on it. I don't know. It's not full silk. It's not even silk to begin with. It's just got shiny panels. This is literally $10. Like, all right, that's good enough. You are drawing as well? Yes, I do the drawings. I do the drawings. I am a drawer. Alright, let's see. Let's merge that down. Merge, merge, merge. Alright, merge. Merge and duplicate. Whee! What's going on here? Oh, that's fine. Okay. Might just be a freak. Yeah, it's just a freaky thing. Wait. These things. Ooh. Weird. Okay. Okay. Oh. There we go. Oh, it's probably because it was like, oh, I know why. Okay, so that happens sometimes if your polygroup, like, so it's based on polygroups, so you can fix something like that if you just like polygroup everything together. But the reason why it would do that is because maybe you created that one piece on the opposite side, so it has different coordinates than the rest of the hand. Like it has inverted coordinates for rotation. Ooh, no.
Here's some traffic for the test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome home, Columbia. We're gonna test it off first.
There we go. I still have to mesh this. Save that really quick. Yes. And data mesh. Boom.
I've joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence, hovering there. I chased the shouting wind along, and while with silent lifting mind I trod the high untrespassed sanctity of space and touched the face of God.
ZBrush is greater than Spore Creature Creator? Absolutely. Alright, see you, Prishan. Thanks for stopping by. Have I started watching Maniac yet? No, I haven't. Sorry. Haven't found the time. Cool trash! Oh, thanks. This is Butthole Yokai. You know it, boy. You know it. How you doing, Alex? Oh god, here comes the blender again. Okay, I'm gonna just fly over those comments. But you can get the gizmo back in place if you just use the, like, if you're, like, let's say I put it over here, then you can, like, hold down Alt and then click the, like, mesh center, and then that'll go to the mesh center, and then you can just kind of, like, place it where you want to place it. Okay, I'm kind of okay with having, like, a bunch of eyes. I'm not even gonna just, like, leave it as one. I'm actually gonna do this. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing, and I'm gonna own it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna live my best life. I'm living my best life right now. Since I don't think I'm gonna do it for the ArtStation challenge, I had to do it here. I just had to. Gets banned. I mean, it's not like explicit. use the the butt angle for the thumbnail. What do you suggest for people learning anatomy? Sketchfab is really good for references. You got a few good courses with material. If you're learning anatomy, I would say here there's a good resource that I could link you to if the thing is still working. Hold on, I gotta see if the link is still working. Jeez, where is it? It's 404 not found. Oh, they must have, oh, I guess they made it private. Brutal. Well, if you have the money, get the book Anatomy for Sculptors. It's really good for learning anatomy if you're a sculptor. Says the title. There's a lot of other good books, but I'd say like that's like the top one, and it's like books are expensive too, so I would say just do a lot of it and break it down into parts. Don't focus on the entire model, right? Like that's what I have to say. What I mean by that is like don't take on the anatomy of the entire human all at once, like, because then you're gonna end up with just like this like a pose stiff like human that looks like an a crochet, and like I feel like you're not like, sure, you're learning placement, but I feel like you're not learning it in a practical way if you do it that way. Things that help learning anatomy are definitely like gesture drawing. If you can get into gesture drawing. If you're not into drawing, that's fine too. You can just kind of like do studies where, you know, like if you're doing an arm study, don't just do this or even like this. Like have a pose, you know, like do a bunch of sculpts of things like arms and then legs or whatever, but like in specific poses, so you're learning gesture, you're learning proportion and things like that, and movement in a sense, because if you're just gonna constantly learn anatomy that's very stiff, it won't stick with you. You're gonna have to do a lot more of that. It's a lot more boring. So yeah, I'd say for anatomy, if you're going to focus on the overall person, like the overall human, to focus on proportion over everything else. I think that's like the big one, because when you're looking at a character, the first thing that you notice is the silhouette, and the silhouette is judged by the proportions of the shapes and the figure. So if you can get your proportions right and you understand that, then that's what I would say, work on the entire figure at first. But other than that, I would break it down into pieces. So when you're learning hands, I would just do hands, you know, like I wouldn't worry about a lot of other things, because it starts, just like the human body is so complicated in itself, especially if you're just starting out, that it's good to just kind of like break things up. But if you're into gesture drawing, I would say do gestures as well, because it'll help you figure out forms without like bogging your brain down with like individual muscles right off the bat. And then once you start to do a bunch of that and get the proportions right, then you can start adding it. And so anybody who's familiar with the way that I work and like my streams and stuff like that, you're probably also familiar with me saying like, oh, you should work in layers, think in layers, live in layers, in a sense, because everything is stackable. You start with the most basic primitive thing that you possibly can, and then you add on to that afterwards, because you don't have anything without a strong foundation, and that goes for all things in life, literally everything in life, not just your sculptures, not just your drawings. So if you have a strong foundation, I mean in terms of knowledge as well, then you can build on top of that once you have one thing nailed, right? And so that's sort of what I would say in terms of learning anatomy, like when you first start out. I kind of wish that was what happened with me, but it didn't. I started out when I was in high school. I started doing gesture drawing, but the way that they had us doing it, it was like I was in like a fine arts program in high school, so it wasn't really like good. it was kind of confused. And then when I got into college, they had us doing, they had us like memorizing every single muscle and every single bone, which is fine. Like, that's great, but I don't even remember it, right? Like, and I found it really, really boring to just like constantly be drawing like stiff studies and things like that. So I think it'll benefit you to do gesture stuff. Thanks, Link. Yes, you did, but only kind of, sorta. You worry about me? Oh. Oh. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Hi, Ferris, how are you? How does that? It doesn't poop. It lives off of vengeance. Allergy. Adams, why? No! See, there's no- I'm not sneezing. We're good. Oh, I guess we still have an hour and a half, jeez. Why don't I sculpt a moose? Because I don't want to. You can sculpt a moose. You can sculpt whatever you want to sculpt. I inspire more people to draw. You got the virus a year ago. You can't. You haven't stopped since. What, the drawing virus? Drawing is fun. Even if you're not good at it, it's still like it starts. Okay. So here's the thing that I think drawing is really, really important. I mean, like, you don't have to draw in order to be a good sculptor, because I know plenty of good sculptors, good artists that don't draw. But I think in terms of a learning tool, drawing can be very useful. And what I mean by that is it's fast, right? Like, even if you're not good at it, putting your pencil down on paper is like infinitely faster than if you were to do anything in ZBrush or 3D in general, which, don't get me wrong, like, I love ZBrush because it is fast for 3D, and I am getting things out like that I wouldn't get if I were to draw. But the difference is, when you're drawing things and doing studies, it is very gestural. You are looking at like overall forms and stuff, and the way that I find it's a faster way to observe and encode in your head what you're looking at. So if you're practicing in sculpture, that's great. Like, you're learning it in a 3D, you're learning it in 3D and you're remembering it in 3D. But if you're doing it in drawing, it's a lot speedier. And what I mean, how can I explain this? Like, you have like multiple tries. Like, you can just keep going at it. Like, take the cube exercise, for example, when you're learning like perspective for the first time or whatever, you're drawing like a bunch of cubes. Like, if you were to do that in 3D, like, yeah, you just draw out a cube, but in 2D, then you start to understand why it is the way it is, right? Like, you're not just drawing it out. Like, you don't just like place a cube there. No, you're drawing it and you're understanding why certain lines go the way that they go, and you're delving into perspective and you're kind of dissecting it in a way. And not to say that you don't do that in 3D, it's just a little bit different, and it's in a faster, broader stroke if you're doing it in drawing. So if you're doing like gestural things, I find that learning form can be very beneficial if you're drawing. So that's why I say, hey, if you draw, it's good. It'll help you. It'll help you with 3D. And if you do 3D, it'll help you with drawing. Like, if you're an artist and you're improving in art in one thing, it's just a medium switch. If your foundations are strong, like I said, then you can always build on top of that, and you can take those foundations wherever you go. Draw a bunch of A cubes. Yes, just draw a bunch of me. All right. Oh, right. Yeah. I saw your drawing. That's pretty awesome, Bazooka. Oh, did you get rid of it? No. Oh, no, you didn't. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you left it there. Okay, good. Good sauce. Remembers all the anatomical names. I bet doctors don't. Anatomy is a universe without boundaries. Like, honestly, like, it's kind of frustrating that I had to do that in school. I found that, like, at the time, we were going to a university to do, like, studies in the, so we partnered with, like, the medical, what's it called? Shoot. The medical, it's basically, like, a bunch of preserved dead bodies and stuff like that. Like, there was, like, a bunch of that stuff. And, like, fetuses in jars and things like that. And they have that in, like, the basement, and it's, like, completely off limits. It's restricted. You're not supposed to take pictures, not bring a phone, all that kind of stuff, because it's, like, for medical purposes and stuff like that for the med students. And we were in there for life drawing. Repeating this, like, makes me realize, like, hey, you know, maybe that was a little bit messed up, right? Like, and I was talking to some of the med students who went there that, like, I went to, like, I don't know, like, high school with and stuff. And I was telling them, like, yeah, like, we have to memorize, like, every single, like, bone in the body, and we have to, like, memorize the muscles. And they were like, what? Like, we're going through doctor school, like med school, and we don't even need to do that. It's like, oh, what? But I think that was because, like, they were in first year at the time. But still, I was just like, ooh, what the hell are we doing? But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not upset about it. It's just, like, it was weird. I also remember, I think I told this story before too, like, I used to commute to school when I was going to school, and there was one time that we had to, you know, group up and share the bones of a person and take them home and, like, do studies of, like, specific bones. And I remember being on the bus with a human pelvis on my lap, and then another time with a human skull on my lap, and then there was a rib cage on my lap. It's not really, like, good to have that kind of stuff on your lap in public, just, you know, putting that out there. Hey Eric, how are you doing? Eric, you? Dead bodies, yeah. No, memorizing the names doesn't necessarily help you to draw. I think it's just sort of like, maybe it's like a disciplining thing, because, like, you have to do it over and over again. Like, some people think differently though, right? Like, you have to remember that some people, that will work for them. Like, remembering the names, then they can remember what it looks like. For me, it's never been about, like, I'm not strong with language at all. Like, I suck at that so bad. And putting, like, names to anything has never helped me whatsoever. It's more about, like, just shapes. Like, I remember shapes, and so the more I was just, like, looking at overall shapes, the better it was for me to remember things. And it's just, so you have to figure out where, like, how do you learn? What's the best way for you to learn? And school doesn't really, like, cater to individual learning, like abilities, I guess. It's just sort of like a broad thing. So they do things like, oh, well, memorize all the names of this or whatever. And I mean, like, it didn't work for me. I don't remember a lot of anatomical names other than like the major stuff, right? And like my favorite one right here, this part of your hand that makes that dent right there, that's called the anatomical snuff box. And the reason why I remember that is because it has a stupid name. So, you know? Comic style? Yeah, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. You can draw whatever you want to draw. That's why I like creepy stuff. There's like a lot of reasons why I like creepy stuff. Mostly because I just like creepy stuff. There wasn't like some like traumatic event that caused me to like creepy stuff. Like, I just do and always have. Maybe it's because my mom used to watch a lot of horror movies while I was a child and like invited me to watch said horror movies when I was a child. Like, I watched Alien when I was 6. So maybe that's the reason. I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre when I was 8. Yeah, that's probably why. Did I see the new Halloween movie? No, I didn't. I did not. To be honest, I'm not like a fan of, I'm not like a huge fan of slashers. Like, they're usually just full of a lot of like jump scares, and like I'm not in it for that. I'm in it to be traumatized mentally. I want to watch a horror, and I want to not be able to sleep for 8 weeks. And for some reason, slashers don't really do that to me. I think I'm less scared of messed up people than I am of things that don't exist. You can't stand horror movies? Hey, that's like totally fair though. Like, it's not for everyone. So like the thing is, like, there's not a lot of really good horror movies, especially now. Like, there's obviously a few. Like, there's some classics, and some things do come out occasionally that are like, whoa, that was like they actually did something scary. But for the most part, like when I hear somebody's just like, hey, you want to put on a horror film and just like chill and like get scared, I'm like, but the thing is, like, most of the time, it's not gonna be scary. It's just gonna be, like, upsetting. It's gonna be like, why is this person going off into the dark where the monster is by themselves again? Like, and they keep doing that. It's just kind of the same tropes over and over. No, Alien is, I would say Alien is, horror, though. Alien is horror. It's sci-fi horror. Hey, Charles, how are you? Thanks, Hippie. Watch Hereditary? Is it good, though? You don't want to go out of your way to feel crappy emotions? I mean, I guess. Sometimes I just want to be scared. Alright, I had a thing here looking like a weird mouth thing before, but I'm gonna just sculpt over it, because I don't care. Doesn't look good anymore. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, man. You're feeling depressed? You like my creatures feel better? Why? Do you find solace in the darkness? Do you find comfort in the void? Watch something wholesome, not something dig your own throat out with chopsticks. I mean, horror can be wholesome. Just look at like A Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting in Hill House or whatever. That was good. That was wholesome. It was actually really good though. You should watch it. wonder if like, I'll say it really quick in case I completely crash this. I'm being so quiet tonight. I'm really sorry, guys. I hope you're okay with that. Okay, let's see. Ooh, that's really chugging it. The fly is wholesome. I mean, alright. All your fears and worries onto my sculpts. I'm glad they can help. I'm glad they're therapeutic. Oh, no. You wouldn't use this as a thingamajig. You wouldn't use this for games. Like, if you wanted to use it for games, you would definitely, or film, you'd want to try and chunk these out a little bit. That, or you just retop them, like, super, super thin, and then do all your tertiary and stuff, like, later. And bake them as like a separate object away from everything else so that you can focus on the fingertips. But these are like super tiny and spindly. Like you'd want to chunk them out a little bit. Or you could use like procedural textures for them, so you wouldn't even have to touch like baking for these sorts of things. It really just depends on what you're using it for, but me, I'm not using it for any of that, so I don't really care. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. What's the music channel? This is like you can go on YouTube and look up Pulse 8 and you'll be able to find what I'm listening to. Hey, Mr. Hansa, how are you doing? I don't know what you're talking about, Charles. No idea what you're talking about. Thingamajig is the industry term. True. True. How's it supposed to eat spaghetti with those fingers? You're asking me important questions. He doesn't. Those are the spaghettis. You got logged out? How did the geometry so thin in the hands? What do you mean? It's just, yeah, it's just tiny spindles. You're working on a creature you want to try adding to a short film for a project you were wondering making currently as you. Whoa! Oh shit! Shoot! Whoa! Spaghetti pasta. Oh, sorry. Working on a creature you want to try adding to a short film for a project, and you're wondering currently making that thing for the you know what that is? No, I don't know what that is. Do not. No idea what you're talking about, Charles. No clue. What's Monty up to? He's just chilling out in the living room. He's probably sleeping right now, to be honest. Just sleeping beside Eric's desk. That's probably what's happening. Oh man, okay. Back to this. That's what we end up making when we're really tired. Alright, let's save. I'll start getting in there. No, no idea what you're talking about, Charles. There's nothing there. I don't know what you're talking about. No clue. Alright. Why the eye's not brown? Because we want death and brown. I have brown eyes and I don't want to portray myself in such a way. No. Not today. Alright, let's up your resolution, friend. Actually, this isn't even high enough. Maybe more. There we go. Castlevania? Yeah. It is a fun program. Yeah, I am tired. We have 50 more minutes to go. 5-0. 5 zeros. But yeah, I'm pretty zonked today. I might have to change my schedule for the Pixelogic streams. We'll see. Because yeah, like I'm pretty tired today. Been up for a while. You like the painting option it has? Yeah, no, you should definitely like check it out. You can try it for 45 days. They have a free trial for 45 days. And then if you like it, ZBrush offers free upgrades whenever they upgrade the program or they update it. Alrighty. Alright, I'm gonna pull out what the heck? Where is it? Okay, there we go. Pull out the slash brush. I can't believe Twitch doesn't have a coffee emote. Yeah. This is your ASMR? Yeah, usually I'm a lot more rowdy than this. This is tired me. This is on the brink of sleeping me. No, like you have, it's free upgrades. Free upgrades. Yeah, it's been free updates, like Ghost said, for like years. Neo Citron and pass out. Nice. Am I using a mouse? Absolutely not. No, I'm using Wacom Intuos Pro Medium. Hey Scar, how are you? Alright, see you, David. Thanks for hanging out. Go cuddle with Monty after the stream, yeah, for sure. Hey, Archon, how are you? Yes, I've been back for a long time now. Cheese is basically coffee. Well, I mean, Making your own games using Unreal Engine 4. Hope to work soon. But yeah. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of programs you're gonna need in order to make your own game, for sure. Yeah, no, I know what Neocitron is. It's really, yeah. It's like an instant knockout. But you're using an intros draw for now? Yeah, I mean, like, so I don't have a mobile Studio Pro. Eric has a companion, like the first generation companion, and it's alright. I just find like the battery, it's also like big, right? Like it's like clunky, but it's able to do all the things, so that's always good. What happened? I left a few months ago. You felt so, no, like I need me time, you know? I need me time. But I'm like, at least I've been like streaming on the Pixelogic channel for the past little while anyways. Maybe, I don't even know how many months it's been now, but I've done this a few weeks in a row. I haven't started streaming again on my channel though, but I should. I really need to sometime soon. It's just sort of like just kind of like setting it up and doing that. I don't know. I guess I've just been like weirdly scared for some reason. I don't know why. Because there's nothing scary about it, but like for whatever reason, I just can't bring myself to start streaming again on my own channel, but I know I need to, and I want to. Bork, 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 bork. Scary boy. Scary boy. Yeah, I am pretty tired. I am pretty tired. We're almost done the stream though. We've got 45 minutes left. Just working out everything on this guy. Making sure he's looking good. Hey Jackal, how you doing? Instagram. At least you're okay. Yeah, no, nothing happened to me. I'm all good. I'm all good. Aw, thank you, Ashish. That's awesome, thank you. Ask, am I doing final detailing on Dynamesh or ZModeler? For something like this, I just use Dynamesh. If I ZRemesh something and use sub-Ds, it's usually if I'm like making an actual project for production or I want to really refine something. But for quick concept-y things, like I don't really care. Like it can be in Dynamesh. Bork! Alright, good night, Colossus. Thanks for hanging out. Oscar told you that I was AFK at streaming. Yeah, I was AFK at streaming. I'm not AFK anymore. You were worried? Oh, well, I'm fine. I'm good. I've been good. I'm all good. Yeah, I'm tired. Alright, good night, Shem. Have a good night. I'm just being a tired girl. Tired. Like to see this thing walk? Yeah, it'd be creepy. Be really nasty. Be really, really gross. Alright, let's do some of that. Man, you guys are watching a struggle right now. I hope you understand that. Like, I don't think I've ever streamed and have been this tired before. But I'm determined to get it done. Get the stream to the finish line. But you're a part of my own personal history. This is officially the most tired I have ever been on stream. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. Because I was like, I was okay. Like, I was still tired when I started the stream. And then it just... Oof. But we don't give up that easy. Oh, sir. We're gonna get through this. For production pipeline work, we use ZBrushLIVE with subdivision, otherwise we can play with Dynamesh. Yeah. Well, yeah, for production work, that makes sense. What song is this right now? I have no idea, but it's part of Summer Dreams Chill Step Mix Pulse 8 1 hour chill step. Has anyone ever said that I look like Ellen Page? Yes. Yes. Now they feel better. You can get back to sculpting as I research more on biological life on this planet. Ended early. Go rest. No, I'm gonna get through it. It's only half an hour left. Rebel! You didn't bring Monty in? You usually do. Yeah, no, I saw he was a little bit of a spaz earlier, and... No. Yeah, he's been a little bit like... He's like, yeah, the best way I can say it is like he's been reactive today, so I didn't want to, yeah. My eyes are saying it. My eyes always look tired, though. That's the thing, like, you know, everybody, even when I'm like really wired, people come in and they're like, hey, you look really tired. I'm like, thanks. Thanks. Thanks a bunch. But yeah, I have pretty intense like eye bags all the time, and like my upper eyelids are a lot bigger than my lower eyelids, so they usually like hang down a lot. So I mean, there's that too. All right, see you, Scar. Have a good day at work or evening at work, whichever. The playlist, you can get it on Pulsate. It's just songs on Pulsate. My uppers were paper thin, it would be extremely tight. Radioactive. He's the lead singer of Imagine Dragons. That's what he is. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay. It's not important information, Charles. It's really not. But yeah, if anybody has any questions on anything that I'm doing in terms of this, feel free to ask away. I understand I'm pretty tired, but I'm still capable of answering. So if you got questions, shoot, because we're only on here for another half hour. Why do my eyes have butts? Because everything that I see is crap. That's why. What was I doing? What was I doing? Slash. Again, Charles, not important information. Deep. What is that? Not in a mean way, though? What do you mean? Do you mean this thing? I don't really know. It's something creepy. Just something creepy. Am I working on any cool projects that I'm able to talk about? Right now? Yeah, nothing that I can really say. I'm doing Inktober. I'm actually, like, I don't have a lot going on in terms of contract work. As of recently, like, I just kind of, like, am in limbo right now, which is totally cool for me. I'm a-okay with that. I'm enjoying the break, so I'm doing, like, drawings and stuff, catching up with the traditional stuff. Probably start some of my own projects if I don't have any work come in for a little while anyways. When do I use ZBrush? I use ZBrush like if I need to. Sorry, hold on. Let me finish this one thing. Tired brain is bad multitasking brain. Okay, so I ZBrush after I've done all of my secondary level details. So what I mean by that is like all of this stuff, like once I have all of this in here, usually I would ZBrush and then reproject these details onto that ZBrush, and then I would start actually putting in details. Like I wouldn't do anything like skim pores or what I'm doing right now, like, you know, in this face, for example. Like I wouldn't have done any of that stuff unless I had like good topology for like a production model. But because this is just like a quick like concept dumb sculpt, like we're just having fun right now, it's sort of one of those things where it really doesn't matter if I ZBrush right now or not, or if I just kind of like leave it sketchy in Dynamesh. But usually when I do ZBrush, it's before a lot of the detailing gets put in, just so that I have proper topology to put it all on, and it'll come out a lot cleaner. Thanks, Sigma. Anyway, you can send me an Imgur link of your project so far. You're new and you would love some critique. I don't critique a bunch of people's stuff, but I mean, like, you can put it in the Discord or whatever, and then, like, I don't know. If I can get you a Discord link. Hold on. Let me get a Discord link. I can't just say, oh, just put it in the Discord, but, like, hold on. Alright, here you go. But yeah, you can stuff it there, you can stuff it in the chat right now, that's totally fine. See if like anybody is open to taking a look at it and, you know, giving some feedback. You're fading fast. Alright, see you. Have a good night, Evan. Something about modeling ZBrush, maybe you can give you a tip. Sure. Yeah, of course. That's what I'm here for. Ask away. Thoughts of Bowsette being a viral thing. Okay, so my thoughts on the fact that something like that goes viral is literally just, Eric and I were talking about this the other day, and we kind of, like, not the other day, but we were on public transit, going to get groceries or something. I don't even know what we were doing. Can't even remember. It was like over like maybe a month ago. And we were on public transit, and we were loudly talking about Rule 34 basically, and we were just like, why is it a thing? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And he brought up a good point where he said that I think it's something to do with the fact that there is some kind of a weird kink in terms of like ruining, like soiling innocence. And like, I feel like, so you get like the weird drawings of Sonic and like Cuphead and like things like that, you know, things that are like really innocent. They're just like, they're like games, like they're kid games or whatever, but then there's like weird art for it all the time. And then something like Bowsette, it's like, oh, big like sexy girl, right? But then it's like, it's still in a sense like soiling innocence in a way, right? So I think there is like a big audience for that, like taking something that is innocent and changing it into something that isn't. And I think that's why it goes viral. Like if you were to take like Pokemon and you turn them into like monstrosities, I think some people have already done that, and it got really popular as well, because that is also in the same category of taking something and turning it into like something innocent and turning it into something that isn't innocent, right? So it's that sort of there's an audience for it. Okay, sure, ZZ. One sec. Ready? Boom. Done. What's the best approach for making wings? That really depends on what kind of wings and what's it for. There's so many different approaches that I can't really like tell you like one specific thing. I'd say like if you want to do like quick concept sculpt wings, there's like a few ways you can do it. Just with clay, like sculpting really quickly with like pieces of geometry. You could always like sculpt one feather and duplicate that feather, like hand place those feathers. There was one time that I actually took a what's it called? There was one time that I took like an alpha of a fern, and I did a make 3D of that alpha. So it just took the alpha and turned it into a 3D usable like plane basically, and then I just kind of like whoosh with the fern, and it turned into like a conceptual like weird wing. What else can you do? Actually, go onto ZBrushGuides.com. Go onto ZBrushGuides.com and check out Pablo's feather stuff. That one's good. Check out Pablo's feather stuff on ZBrushGuides.com. Yeah. Alright, we don't have a lot of time, so I'm just gonna do some like noisy stuff to this. This is actually some of like Pablo's, like, these are Pablo's brushes from ZBrush Guides. Am a fan. Am definitely a fan. I was so happy to see him in here earlier. I think he left immediately, probably because like I was like super tired. Feels bad, man. A tickle monster? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm still at it, Porta. I know. 20 more minutes. I'm a tired girl. What brush is this? This is Pablo's. Oh my god, I actually call it Pabs. Pablo's ZBrush Guides Limit Web Scar. Pablo. Remeshing the fingers. Yeah, it's not like, it's not ideal. Unless like you separated it off, made it a lot bigger, and then you could remesh it and then replace it if you wanted. You gotta be like really careful with this brush though, because it's really easy to just like overdo it. Yeah, like I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I see what you did there, Thunder. I see what you did there. Clever boy. Yeah, it's making me sleepier though. The music might be nice. It's like definitely making me sleepier. Do I like synthwave? Absolutely. I love synthwave. I just can't listen to a lot of that kind of stuff because it's all like copyright. I can't listen to it on the Pixo channel because these go up on YouTube. So I can't listen to a lot of like different music. I just kind of like have the same playlist all the time because I know that it won't get muted. Or like copyright. Copy strike, Pixel Logic. Can we copy strike, Pixel Logic? Play Drake. Yeah, I can't. Get copy striked. Copy strike Pixelogic. Can't do that. I'm telling, Link. I'm telling. Hey, Eggs, do I have any tip for making something knotted like shoelaces or a sash? Use the curve brushes. Actually, no. Okay, if you find the curve tube brush, so one way of doing it, you could use the curve tube brushes, which, hold on, let me save really quick so I don't destroy this. So if you use the curve tube brush, then you can start moving them around like so. If you find that this is too difficult to do, what you can do to create a shoelace is use the Z-sphere method. And what I mean by that is when you append a Z-sphere and you draw out whatever on it, you can draw it out, and then you can just add points and move those points just like if it were another 3D package. Like if you were working in Maya and you were moving like verts around. So you could like lace something this way, right? You see what I'm doing here? And just like move it. And lace it. And then when you're ready to use that, then you can use this, like you can preview it, right? But you can use having a hard time here, guys, sorry. Z-spheres. Yes. So hopefully that helps. That makes some sense. Alexa, play Despacito. Somebody watches what I watch. Yeah, so, I'm actually thinking I'm gonna, like, end it now, because, like, well, okay, I'm gonna do, like, one more thing, and then I'm gonna call it, because I am getting tired. Getting tired is an understatement. I'm, like, not able to even talk properly. Oof. Yeah, I was gonna use this. This is another really fun brush that Pablo made from ZBrush Guides. What I like to do is I like to put it as a small draw size and turn the Z intensity like way up, and then just do like quick things like that. It ends up looking like kind of scaly, which which is fun. Super long and tedious. No, yeah, I feel like that's probably your best bet. Tell Cortana that I'm not talking to her anymore. Oh man. Good times. Good times. Alexa, don't play anything. I don't want you to play anything right now. Too much. See, I love this brush. I love this brush when you don't use it properly, the way that it was intended. Just ends up making like some really cool, freaky looking things. Hey, Crystal. How are you? The sphere option gives great control. Yeah, no, I agree. The other things, like the liquid curve and stuff like that, is really nice, but doing something like shoelaces, I will almost always, hands down, use Z-spheres. Tea? No, I'm gonna be getting off soon and going to sleep because I gotta wake up early. Your girl is tired. There we go. It's a speckled butt. Oh man. Alright. We have all that in there. Get a little bit more inflate. Noses instead of eyes. Oh, true. That would be pretty gross. Unless he ate like a really clean diet. Alright, I think we did a pretty okay job. A passable job. I think it's passable. Freaking tired, dude. I wasn't talking at all during this stream. I suck. Freaking suck. It's a boring stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I am the sorries. I'm gonna just put this guy like so. And give him the, like, I don't know. Maybe we'll do a little tiny guy right here. And hold on, I'm seeing if I can get like a good, like, well, a decent like thumbnail. We'll do that. And does he fit? Does he fit? There we go. Yay! What about the rear view? Well, you know. I'm gonna watch some Red Dead 2 stream. Alright, good night, ZZ. Monster's no longer a tickle monster. Oh my god. Backside thumbnail or report. Okay, fine. I'll put the backside on in a second. Thing running at you at a dark street corner. No, you don't want to imagine that. It's pretty gross. It's nasty. It's something that came out of my tired head. It's a shirime, I think. Shirime. The shirime. Okay, wait. Here we go. There we go. Enjoy. How do you say that creepy creature looks good? No, it doesn't. It doesn't look good. I know it doesn't. Alright guys, I'm gonna put my info on the screen as I do my nonsense. Alright. Good night guys. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on those things over there, up on the screen, beside the butt. Beside the butt, you can follow me on those. I'm not gonna be streaming here next week on Halloween. Sorry. But I might do a stream on my channel. We will see. We will see. No promises. No promises. If I end up doing that, I will tweet it out and post it on Facebook and Discord and all the places. But yeah, no stream here next week. And if you enjoyed what you see, please give Pixelogic a follow wherever you're watching them, be it Facebook or Twitch or YouTube. Just give them a follow because you get to see who is going to be streaming next. The next person that's up is Sebastian, and he's going to be doing high detail 3D printed collectibles, and that is at 8 p.m. PDT tomorrow. Or I'm not sure if it's him or Oscar that's going to be on, because they're both on at 8 p.m. PDT. Okay, it's one of the two, so tune in, see how that is, and give Pixologic a follow. Try ZBrush, 45-day free trial. Peace, friends. Hopefully next time I'm here I'm not as zonked and tired, but I appreciate y'all sticking through it. See you around.